while you're on Twitter, and it's looking like we're actually going underway here and getting straight on into the game. So I think what we'll do, ReL, is we'll go with the top team first of all.
Yeah, we love going on the top team. I think we do that every time. It's a nice little routine we have, and I'm starting off spectating Nyx, so I'm going to see what he can do with the MP7. Going to be making a quick advance alongside Legend here up top, choosing not to go through balcony, but instead going through the window only to receive a stun and be dropped by Vilsmir.
Yeah, he got taken out there in the middle map, unfortunately, and I don't know if there's any problems going on. Some people are just changing teams here, but I think that's actually sorted now. So on the one team we have got Vilsmir, Virex, GoDz, and Zebby, and I think... Oh, is Henky playing as well? And GoDz is subbed out? I'm not too sure.
I think GoDz isn't actually playing. I think he's just going to be spectating. Maybe he's coaching. All I know is there are a lot of people in this game, and I'm hoping we're not going to get blocked when we do switch over teams. But in any case, I'm watching Beckers now, who does actually have this flag. He's made a good push here, and remember, they are on the harder side. Oh, and it looked like they might have been able to get that flag really early, but instead there's been a counter pull by Team SkitLite.
Yeah, Becker's just patrolling this spawn there with that flag, obviously getting on the smart head glitches, making sure that nobody can get him. And unfortunately, has been knifed by Zebby. His teammate there, Trauma, not giving him enough support, managing to pick up that kill on Zebby, but unfortunately, that flag was dropped. However, whilst that was going on, their teammate did actually manage to return the flag that got pulled away as well. So it's currently tied at 0-0 and no flags are in any hands.
Okay, well, the flag did get returned, and that is only good news for RNX because remember, they are on the more difficult side. Nyx is actually going to have to do something special here, but he's in a brilliant position to do it. He's just going to let the flag carrier come directly to him, and he should be able to make this kill. Is he going to get the return? Yes, he is.
Yeah, that was a nice play there, and I believe this team's official name for the tournament was actually GoDz, and obviously SkitLite Modern Warfare 3 as well. So we have got GoDz versus SkitLite Sweden here. Okay. I'm currently on board with Nyx, who's attacking that enemy flag there, getting taken out by Henky, unfortunately. Now, I was speaking to Henky on Skype earlier when he was in the semi-finals, and apparently he actually got disconnected, which I think is why there were both of the INF players originally meant to be playing in this final. But obviously Henky managed to get back on, so is on board and playing again now.
Right, so he's jumping into this game and he's doing all right. Obviously Henky attended the EEE Swedish LAN, and I believe he placed third there, so finishing top 3, and he's going to see if he can continue that form now in these online tournaments. I mean, getting to the grand final itself, though, like we've just said previously, 107 teams, they've not done bad to get here. It's just going to be which of these two is the best, I suppose.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, I think the 3 of the players in this lobby were actually the team that finished third at EEE. I believe it was Virex, Henky and Zebby. I think they all teamed together for that EEE Swedish LAN event, which was obviously held last month. So obviously, like you say, they're trying to continue their form here. Now, I don't actually think they have plans to attend EGL. Something about the flight costs, I think. So they won't actually be attending, unfortunately. But Becker's there with a nice 2-piece to ensure that SkitLite drop that flag. Trauma picking up the flag as well. So that is the return for Trauma and, of course, GoDz team. And they are pulling this flag now. Legend running it straight down that middle. He has got the support of Trauma in the fire broken area, as he's just going to wait around the enemy flag. Just pick off Zebby in the middle map.
Yeah, and that's going to be a flag capture. And what I think a lot of people will forget there is how important that kill was by Trauma. Not only did he get that flag return, but he also opened up the opportunity for GoDz to pull, and he did just that. He provided support, even though he didn't necessarily need to with being no one to kill, and he has just allowed them to get that flag capture, so well played to Trauma.
Yeah, indeed. Now, Trauma is currently on this balcony area as Vilsmir is actually pulling that flag, but he does manage to take him out, and followed by, no, unfortunately not getting taken out by Virex there as he flew around that corner. Legend left in the best position to take out that flag, takes out Virex and returns that flag, going to make his way into this bottom area, and unfortunately a bit of choke shooting, a dead body there as he gets taken out by Zebby. Obviously he did reveal his position, but it's looking like GoDz are actually going to just secure this flag. Obviously they are 1-0 up here and on the bad side as well, so looking very strong here from GoDz.
Okay, yeah, well, like you say, it's the harder side, so if the one flag up, that is brilliant. A lot of teams actually go for the draw on this side, knowing that they will be able to capture flags when they switch over. So they will most likely just hold this one flag. However, Henky and Vilsmir are doing what they can. They're trying to make this big push up, but Trauma is on point and trying to defend. The flag has been pulled. Legend should be able to prevent this.
Yeah, Legend is by far in a good position here to take out one. Takes out another. looking in that top area now. Nobody up there, just going to make sure that he didn't dive straight on that flag and get taken out, but he managed to get that return, followed by a stun hit marker in that top fire area. So, of course, that prevented them going level. So, very nice play from Legend to keep his team actually in the lead there. Again, on the bad side, like we have said, but, of course, anything is possible.
And you know what, this is going to actually be a little bit frustrating for Legend, because that was an open route. He would have caught that flag if there was about 5 more seconds left on the clock, but they will be happy going into round number 2 with a 1 flag lead against SkitLite. And, you know, when it comes to capture the flag, it's a really interesting turnaround from Tron. I'm not sure what sensitivity that is, but capture the flag, usually on lockdown you can see some pretty big numbers being put up on flag captures due to the biased side. But instead, only 1 flag on this round. I mean, when we were commentating at Reflex GT, there was, you know, some huge amounts of flags being captured. It was going to 10, 11 flags just on this map alone.
Yeah, I know. Especially on the good side, anything can happen, really. I mean, I've seen a few stalemates out in the past, but generally teams do just all out go for it. Now, I have actually switched over now to be on board with SkitLite.SWE for this second round. Of course, they are trailing 1 flag to 0 against GoDz here. And I'm on board with Vilsmere, who's just chilling around the bottom spawn area now, just taking out one in the zigzag curly-whirly alleyway, and then getting taken out by Farico Beckers on the top catwalk.
See what Zeb can do, who I'm just looking at now mid-corridor. The flag has been pulled by GoDz. Zeb is looking pretty weak at the moment. He's taken some damage, but he has also dealt some. He is going to fall at the hands of Beckers, though, and this flag run is looking really good for GoDz right now. Yeah,
definitely. I mean, I'm on board with Vilsmere as he is pushing straight through that middle tunnel. Actually going to drop out as well, try and go behind him and just set up and try and get a counter on, I suppose. Going to rush the spawn there, takes out Trauma as Virex has taken out Nyx. Going to try and pull that flag, but getting taken out by Beckers, who was holding that top fire area. Both Zebi and his teammate are pushing that flag, as that flag has been pulled now and is currently in the hands of Henki. So it's up to him to do some work for his team.
Okay, well, let's watch Vilsmere now, who I've just got on board with. He's pushing bottom art, he's taking damage, putting the Semtex behind him, so if anyone was chasing him, that would either prevent them or make the kill. Interestingly, turning back on himself, I thought he was going to go and try and chase that person who put a few bullets into him, but no, he wants to prevent this flag capture. He does stop the flag carrier, and he is going to take out Beckers, looking for the third. And he's so close to get the 3-piece, but Trauma is going to end that.
That was unlucky there from Vilsmere. Zebi getting the return on that, and that is a flag cap there from SkitLite. Now, of course, they are currently still losing by 1 flag, despite them levelling things up on this side. So it's down to SkitLite.SWE, of course, still to do all the work. They are trailing by that 1 flag, and they are on the harder side as well. So it's a big feat.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty tough, but it is not over yet. Trauma is picking up that 2-piece, though, and wants to extend the lead for his team. SkitLite have got some work to do, and we're going to be watching Henki to see if he can pull anything off. He's going to move through mid-corridor. Virex has picked up the 2-piece, and the flag has been pulled by Legend, so that is only 1 person that they need to be concerned about. Virex actually taking out 3, and that is going to be 4 down. Definitely, this is a really good opportunity for SkitLite now.
Yeah, Nyx just off spawn there, getting taken out by Vilsmere as Henki is pulling that flag straight through the middle corridor now. I think they will have got the mannequin spawns as well, so GoDz could actually beat Henki to that flag. So I'm just hoping that he's got the support of his teammates around as he jumps over that barrier and captures that flag. So that has brought us all square here on this Capture the Flag lockdown. Of course, the Vanity Weekend Cup final currently tied 2 flags to 2 in this first map, this lockdown Capture the Flag.
Okay, well, my screen has just decided to turn itself off for a second, Gooch, so I can't quite see anything at the moment. I don't know if you want to update us on what's going on.
Yeah, it's still tied at 2 flags to 2, but GoDz are actually on the pull at the minute. They have pulled this flag, and it's looking as if it's going up the mannequin side, of which none of the SkitLite players are currently holding. So he has got a bit of an open run. Of course, will run into some trouble when he gets around his flag area, but that flag is being pulled away now from Henki. He's just going to run that straight down the middle corridor to try and get it back to his own base, whilst the rest of his teammates do some damage in the enemy spawn trying to get that flag return.
Okay, oh, there we go. I'm back. I'm back on board with the commentary now. It would seem my HDMI cable just decided to drop out my monitor, no big deal. But I can say exactly what's going on, and it's actually going to be one of the Oh no, my screen's gone.
Sounds like you need to get yourself a new cable there, ReL.
Yeah.
But anyway, I am on board with Vilsmir here as he is pushing that enemy spawn, getting taken out by Beckers, who is currently holding that flag, and he's got it on that back head glitch, so obviously it's going to be very tough for SkitLite to even remotely push him. Of course, he will have some support of his teammates as well. ZWE just going into the top white building now just to try and pick off anybody that's coming anywhere near his flag, but SkitLite have actually dropped this flag. Virex taking out Legend, but that flag is still open. ZWE throwing a nade over at the advancing Nyx, doesn't manage to pick him up. Nyx takes out Legend, but fortunately Virex takes out Nyx, and Vilsmir is on his way over to pick up that flag before it automatically returns. So we are currently in a stalemate situation, and of course it is tied at 2-2 with only 13 seconds left on that clock. So if anything happens now, it's virtually the team that it benefits. They will win the map, but it's not looking as if that is going to happen. Of course, with only 5 seconds left on that clock, both flag carriers are so far away from the flag. That flag is down, but no returns are made. So that brings us to a 2-2 tie.